Hello there. Welcome back to Grade 10 Life Sciences. In this video, I want to look at a common test of April 2021. So we are going to look at question 2 of that question paper. So this is our question 2. We are going to start on 2.1 and read a diagram that you're given, and believe that that's where we put our questions. So first, the question reads 2.1.1. Does the diagram represent a plant or animal cell? So we need to identify whether this is a plant or animal cell, but you would see that our diagram represents a plant cell. So we come to our other section, and we are still the first part of our question, which is 2.1.1. Uh, 2.1.1, we are using our response as plant cell. So on the second part of the question, it now reads, give three visible reasons for your answer. So we need to give three visible reasons why we are saying it's a plant cell. So if you look at our question is got 3 marks. So we need to raise 3 points. So if you go to our diagram, you will see that we have got a large vacuum that is visible and that we can see. And this one becomes the vacuum. So this can be also a representation that shows that it's a plant cell. So also, if you look in the diagram that we are given there, you would see that we have got a cell wall that we are also having there. This is a cell wall. So obviously, that's another indication that it shows that it's a plant cell. And we can also see that it also has a chloroplast as an indication that it's a plant cell. So those are some of the reasons that we are going to list on 2.1.2 why we are saying it's a plant cell. So we are saying the first we are saying it is a cell wall which we've identified, and also it has a large vacuum. And lastly, remember question requires 3 points. You can also include that it is chloroplast. So these are the reasons that we've identified that makes it a plant cell. So we go to the next part of our question, which is now 2.3, which say identify part C and then E. So you will see that our part C, we are using it here. This is our part C. And we see that our part C is the cytoplasm. So we can just write here cytoplasm. And then also it requires us to identify part E. And part E, we try to again locate our part E, which is the cell membrane. Part E is the cell membrane. So we can just indicate here that is the cell. So with the cell membrane being our part E. Then we go to the next part of our question, which is 2.1.4, says give the letter only if of the part that controls cell activities. The part that controls cell activities, that is on our 2.1.4a. And we know that the part that controls cell activities is the nucleus. So we go there and try to identify the nucleus, and we see that D is representing the nucleus. So basically, we are saying the response that we have there is D. D represents the part that controls cell activities, and we are saying it's a nucleus. So we go to the second part, which says part that releases energy during cellular respiration. Part that releases energy during cellular respiration, and we know that this one is the mitochondria. Mitochondria, and we go to the diagram to try to identify the mitochondria, and you see that the mitochondria is being represented by A. So we have our A as the response. So we go there and indicate that we have got A. Then 2.1.5 means describe how part E is adapted to its function. Describe how part E is adapted to its function. Then we go back to try to see in terms of our part E. We go to part E, and we are saying that this is our part E, and we are saying it's a cell membrane. So obviously, the response that we are going to include there is that it is selectively permeable. Remember, is the one that allow a certain substance to pass through. So basically, that's the explanation that you can give in terms of how part E is adapted to its function. It was 2 marks, so we can raise 2 points. And we are saying part E is the cell membrane, and we can include 2 points there, that we can include there. So we are saying this is now our 2.1, 0.5, which we are saying 1. We can include that it is selectively permeable. And also, we can say it allows certain substances to pass through. It allows certain substances to pass through. So this is the response that we have on 2.1, 0.5. So we see that this is the last question that we have in terms of this page. So we're trying to go to the next page, whereby we have now our 2.2. And our 2.2 reads the table below shows nutritional information for some common food sources and organic compounds. So we're given a table that we're given where we've got a column for food source, and then we've got also organic compounds where we've got protein, fat, and carbohydrates. So the first question, name the food source or sources that would be best suited to provide higher amounts of energy. So obviously, when we are looking at the one that provide higher amounts of energy, we look at the proportions in terms of carbohydrates. So we go there and try to look which one is the highest component of carbohydrates, and we are seeing that we have got 19.7 for the potatoes. So we are saying potatoes, that's 2.2.1. We are saying potatoes. So we coming here, we're now saying 2.2.1 and A, say potatoes. Then we go to the next part of our question, which is name the food source or resources that is least amount of proteins. So obviously go to the column of proteins, see which one is the least amount of proteins. But if you look at it there, you'll see that bananas is with the least, which is 1.1 grams. So we can just include our bananas. So we are saying B, bananas. And then we go to the next part of our question, which is now 2.2.2. Write down 2 organic compounds that are found in higher amounts in sausages. So we know that organic compounds, when defining an organic compound, we can describe it as any compound whose molecules contain carbon and hydrogen. So we would rather describe it also as hydrocarbon. So this is the explanation that we have in terms of organic compounds. But our question now requires us to uh, write 2 organic compounds that are found in higher amounts in sausages. So you would see that we have protein and fats. Protein and fats. So we are going to have 2.2.2. We are saying protein, and also we have fats. Then go to the next part of our question, which is what are the monomers of proteins? And obviously, 1 mark, we put 1 mark. So we just need to state one. And we are saying this is amino acids. So we can indicate 2.2.3 as amino acids. So this is what we have. Then we go on to the next part of our question, which is now 2.2.4. Name the chemical reagent used to test for proteins. And this is the Brouillette test. The Brouillette test. So we can just indicate again, as we are seeing. This is 2.2.4. And then obviously we have now the last part of our question, which is 2.3, which says describe how to test for the presence of starch in food sample. So when we are testing the presence of starch in food sample, you are supposed to add a few drops of iodine solution to put to the food sample, and then if the sample turns a blue black, then it contains starch. It contains starch. If it turns a blue black, but if the sample remains brown, then starch is absent. So basically, those are the steps that we are supposed to list. So going there, we see that we are now on 2.3, and we are saying first we are saying Add a few drops of iodine. Add a few drops of iodine. Uh, a few drops of iodine solution to the food sample. And then if the sample turns blue-black, then it shows that it contains starch. So if the sample turns blue-black, it contains. But on the other hand, if it hasn't turned blue-black, it means it's going to remain brown. So if the sample remains brown, it also shows that the starch is absent. Basically, these are the steps that we can use to test for the presence of starch in a food sample. And see that our question is got 20 marks in total. That is the whole of question 2. So basically, this is what we guys are in this video. More typical exam questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay notified. Let's meet again in the next video.